Hola and welcome to today's Pro Spanish lesson. There's no prior knowledge of Spanish required. We're going to start off with a very simple 3-word sentence, which is going to act as our ladder up to all sorts of other important structures which are used like multiple times every day. Okay, so our sentence, well, let's give it some context. You're in una discoteca. You're in a club, en una discoteca, and you say to someone, no estoy borracho. No estoy borracho. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. And before you turn off, because this would never be relevant to your situation, we're just using this as a memorable starting point. As I've said before, we start here and then we use it as a ladder up to different types of language. Okay, so no estoy borracho. I'm not drunk. Okay, which word means borracho? Sorry, what does borracho mean? Borracho is drunk. Okay, no estoy. I'm not. I'm not. So let's repeat that. I'm not drunk. No estoy borracho. No estoy borracho. No estoy borracho. How do you think you would say, take the negative out of it, so it's not saying I'm not drunk, we're going to say now I'm drunk. And there are just going to be 2 words to this. Pause the video if you need to give yourself some thinking time. So how would you say I'm drunk? Estoy borracho. Estoy borracho. I'm drunk. Estoy borracho. So the no just changes it to a negative. It's as easy as that. Okay, so estoy borracho. I'm drunk. Okay, 2 new words now. Bien and mareado. Bien and mareado. Bien is fine or well. Fine or well. Like if you're fine or you're well. Bien, bien. Mareado means dizzy. Dizzy. And the first part of the word there, mar, means sea. So the word comes from being dizzy, being seasick. So mareado, dizzy, mareado. So we've got fine and dizzy. So let's repeat those. Bien mareado. Bien mareado. And I could have mentioned before, but if you're a girl, a woman saying this, first of all, with the drunk, instead of borracho, you'd be borracha, ending in an A, borracha. And for mareado, for dizzy, if you're a girl that's dizzy, you'd be saying mareada, ending in an A, mareada. Okay, so we've got bien and we have mareado. How would you say I'm fine? I'm fine. And just pause the video to give yourself some thinking time. What would that be? Estoy bien. Estoy bien. And how would you say I'm not dizzy? I'm not dizzy. Again, pause the video. I won't keep telling you, but you do need to give yourself some thinking time to come up with the right answer. That's how the Pro-Spanish kind of process works. Okay, so how would you say I'm not dizzy? No estoy mareado. No estoy mareado. Or if you're a girl, no estoy mareada. Okay, how would you say I'm not drunk, I'm dizzy? I'm not drunk, I'm dizzy. What would that be? No estoy borracho, estoy mareado. No estoy borracho, estoy mareado. Okay, and let's go back to I am. What was the word for I am? Estoy. Estoy. Now, if you want to say you are, or the question are you are or are you, in Spanish it's all the same, you are or are you, the word we use is estás. So estoy for I am and estás for you are. You'll see in time that all verbs that relate to you have an S in the ending somewhere. So estás, you are, or are you, estás. How would you say you're drunk? How would you say that? You're drunk. Estás borracho. Estás borracho. And the question would be exactly the same, just a slight change in the intonation, in the tone. ¿Estás borracho? ¿Estás borracho? How would you say, are you dizzy? Are you dizzy? ¿Estás mareado? ¿Estás mareado? How would you say, are you okay? Be the same as saying, are you fine? Are you well? To say, are you okay? We use the same word. So how would you say, are you okay? ¿Estás bien? ¿Estás bien? The word for how in Spanish is como. Como. C-O-M-O. Como. Como. So how would you ask the question, how are you? How are you? Just two words. What would that be? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Okay, so we've had I am, or I'm, estoy. We've had you are, estás. And to say he or she, and also it, he, she, it, we take the you are, the estás, and we just take off the S. Take off the S from estás, and it becomes he or she is, or it is. So, está, so without the S, está is he, she, it is. So how would you say he's drunk? Está borracho. Está borracho. Está borracho. How would you say he's fine? He's fine. Está bien. Está bien. Está bien. How would you say he's not? Well, let's just stick with that for the moment. He's not. What would that be? Two words. He's not. No está. No está. No está. And how would you say he's not dizzy? He's not dizzy. What would that be? No está mareado. No está mareado. What about how is he? It's just going to be two words. How is he? And actually it would be the same as how is she as well. What would that be? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? How is he? And the answer, está bien. O está borracho. He's drunk. Okay, let's add our final word in for today, and it's the word for because. Because. ¿Por qué? All one word. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Is because. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Because. ¿Por qué? Repeat. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? because. ¿Por qué? How would you say he's dizzy because he's drunk? He's dizzy because he's drunk. What would that be? Está mareado porque está borracho. Está mareado porque está borracho. And of course, if we're talking about a girl or a woman, it would be está mareada, ending in A, porque está borracha. How would you say I'm drunk because I'm fine? I'm drunk because I'm fine. Yeah, it doesn't make that much sense, but we might as well practice the structure. So I'm drunk because I'm fine. What would that be? Estoy borracho porque estoy bien. Estoy borracho porque estoy bien. Now, ¿por qué? Is because. ¿Por qué? Is because. It also means why. Why? The only difference is when you spell it, you pull it apart into two words. ¿Por qué? Which literally means for what. So, but we use it for why. So, ¿por qué? Why? So the same as because, but separated, pronounced the same, it's why. So just try that for why. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? How would you say, why are you dizzy? Why are you dizzy? This is going to be, well, actually be four words now because we've separated up the por qué. So how would you say, why are you dizzy? ¿Por qué estás mareado? ¿Por qué estás mareado? ¿Por qué estás mareado? How would you say, why is he drunk? Why is he drunk? Let's change it and say, why is she drunk? What would that be? Why is she drunk? ¿Por qué está borracha? ¿Por qué está borracha? ¿Por qué está borracha? And I did say that por qué was going to be our last one. Let's just add another one in there. And let's say here, the word for here is aquí. Aquí. Aquí is here. So repeat that. Aquí. Aquí. Here. Aquí. How would you say simply, I'm here? Estoy aquí. Estoy aquí. How would you say, he's not here? He's not here. 3 words. No está aquí. No está aquí. And let's expand that. And how would you say, he's not here because he's drunk? He's not here because he's drunk. What would that be? No está aquí porque está borracho. No está aquí porque está borracho. And that's it for today's lesson. Make sure you visit prospanish.co.uk to access the full course, which takes you from beginner to conversational fluency in Spanish.